My best friend invited me over for a school project, but his creepy older brother had different ideas. My best friend and I bonded in first grade over the fact we were both strange kids who ate worms. We remained best friends and built a strong bond up until the 6th grade. He and I were partnered for a science project which we did about worms, and he invited me over to his house after school to finish up our project. He tells me no one is home except his older brother, who would normally get home about 20 minutes earlier than us because he was in middle school. We get to his house and my friend opens the front door that leads directly into the living room. I had met his older brother a few times, and other than the fact he wore very tight leggings and asked me if I wanted to sleep with him once, he seemed okay. I digress. As my friend and I are in the living room, I see his older brother walking towards the couch with his back towards us while holding his leggings up. We exchange hellos and as he turns to sit down he pulls out his mighty sword and begins rubbing one out. I was taken aback by 1. His indecency, and 2. Even when stiffer than a statue, I estimated him to be no longer than 3.5 inches being generous. He turns to my friend, who is his brother, and tells him, "Good thing you're here, now you can rewind the tape for me." Apparently he had been getting up to rewind a certain scene of a Van Damme movie where a beluga gets unclothed to jump into the shower. My friend drops his school bag and walks over to the VCR very calmly, as if this is routine, and begins rewinding said scene over and over, while his brother rubs one out. Of course I'm in shock and really don't know what to do. As I'm about to make up an excuse to leave, my friend begins rubbing one out, and asks me if I'd like to join in. I was no stranger to jacking it, matter of fact, I jacked it so much my junk routinely had cheese on it, but never like this. I try to play it cool and say, "Nah, I already rubbed one out this morning." My friend then asks, "Do you mind rewinding the tape for us so that I can keep doing it too?" I somehow agree, partly because I didn't know the proper protocol for a situation like this. I then find myself staring into the 19-inch TV while I rewind a 15 to 20 second scene over and over hoping for it to end soon. Before I knew it I had also begun rubbing one out, and we all finished within 2 minutes of each other. A few minutes later, my best friend and I finally got to work on our project for which we ended up getting an A-.